Are the Warriors on the brink of landing a superstar to pair with Steph Curry? Rumors are swirling about a potential trade that could reshape the roster, and it's all centered around a six-time All-Star who's been pivotal in the playoffs. Stay tuned as we dive into whether this move is a reality or just speculation. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button so you don't miss any updates on the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are once again in the spotlight as trade rumors swirl around the potential acquisition of six-time All-Star Jimmy Butler. As a die-hard Warriors fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and apprehension about what this could mean for our beloved team. We all know the Warriors have been searching for that second star to pair with Steph and Curry, and with the trade deadline looming on February 6th, the urgency is palpable. But let's dive into the details. The situation with Butler is particularly intriguing. At 35, he's facing the inevitable challenges of aging and injury history, having played fewer than 60 games in 4 of his last 5 seasons. Despite that, Butler has shown he can still perform at a high level when healthy. The fact that Miami has declined to extend his contract raises some serious questions about his future there. Now, with Butler having the option to become an unrestricted free agent soon, the Heat's leverage in trade talks has diminished significantly. So, could this be the moment the Warriors capitalize on? The proposed trade by Sean Devaney suggests Butler would come to the Warriors alongside Haywood Highsmith and Thomas Bryant, while we'd send Andrew Wiggins, DeAnthony Melton, Kevin Looney, Kyle Anderson, and a 2026 second-round pick to Miami. Now let's break this down. Wiggins has been a key player, but we all know that in the playoffs, depth alone doesn't secure victories. With Curry nearing the twilight of his career, the Warriors are clearly aware that they need a veteran star like Butler to make a serious run for another title. But here's the kicker. I'm honestly torn on this trade. While Butler's experience and ability to perform on the big stage could elevate the team, giving up key assets like Wiggins and Looney is no small matter. Wiggins has been a solid contributor, and we also have to consider Melton and Anderson, who bring their own unique skills to the table. Are we willing to sacrifice that depth for a player who may not be the same as he once was? With Butler's diminishing trade value, it's a calculated risk for the Heat to even consider dealing him now. An unnamed Eastern Conference executive expressed that this is a deal the Heat must say yes to, given the circumstances. But what does that mean for us? If we pull the trigger on this deal, we're banking on Butler staying healthy and being the player we need him to be. Think about the impact on our championship aspirations. Pairing Butler with Curry could provide a dynamic offensive duo, and let's not forget how Butler's defensive prowess could bolster our lineup. It's a tantalizing prospect, but as fans, we also have to consider the long-term ramifications. What happens if Butler doesn't pan out as expected? Are we left in a lurch with a depleted roster? And you know what? I want to hear from you. Do you believe this trade is the right move for our Warriors? Or are you more in favor of holding on to our depth and waiting for a different opportunity? I'm genuinely interested in your thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comments below, because this is a conversation we need to have as a community of fans. As we edge closer to the trade deadline, the Warriors are clearly in a position to make a significant move. Whether it's Butler or another star, the front office must tread carefully. The stakes are high, and so are our hopes for another championship run. I can't help but dive into the implications this could have for our team. Shams Charania recently reported that Butler's camp is indicating he's open to a trade, with the Warriors being one of the teams he's interested in joining. This is huge news, folks. We're talking about a 6-time All-Star who can still contribute at a high level. But here's where it gets a bit messy. Butler's agent, Bernie Lee, has publicly shot down these rumors, calling them fabricated and utter bullshit. Now, as fans, we know how the rumor mill works. There's often a lot of noise surrounding big names, and sometimes it's tough to sift through what's real and what's just speculation. That said, we have to wonder, if Butler is indeed looking for a win-now situation, do the Warriors have what it takes to pull off a deal? The Golden State Warriors have a unique position right now. With a mix of veteran talent and young assets, they could potentially put together a package that Miami might find appealing. Jonathan Kuminga is the player everyone's looking at. He's got the potential to be a star, and if a trade were to happen, he would likely be at the center of discussions. The Warriors need to balance the desire to win now while also thinking about the future, especially with young talents like Kuminga, who could be pivotal in the years to come. Now, let's be real. Adding Butler to our roster could be a game changer. Imagine him pairing up with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. That would create one of the most potent offensive trios in NBA history. I mean, can you picture the defensive nightmares that would cause for opposing teams? Butler brings not just scoring, but also tenacity on defense. He's the kind of player who elevates everyone around him, and he knows how to win. Just look at his playoff performances. But, and this is a big but, is this the right move for the Warriors? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, bringing in a proven player like Butler could propel us back into championship contention. On the other hand, we'd be giving up a young talent who has the potential to develop into a core piece for the next decade. It's a classic case of weighing immediate success against long-term vision. And let's talk about the financial aspect. If the Warriors take on Butler's contract, it could impact their flexibility moving forward. With the salary cap always a concern, do we really want to commit a significant portion of our budget to one player? It's a complicated puzzle, and every piece needs to fit just right for us to maintain our competitive edge. As the season progresses and the trade deadline approaches, we'll have a clearer picture of whether this is a feasible option for the Warriors. But for now, all we can do is speculate and hope that our front office is weighing all possibilities. I want to hear from you, Warriors fans. What do you think? Is acquiring Jimmy Butler the right move? Or should we stick with our young core and let them develop? I'm genuinely interested in your opinions. Let's get the discussion going in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this video with your fellow Warriors fans and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates on our team. You won't want to miss out on any breaking news or analysis as we navigate through this exciting season. And remember to activate that notification bell so you're always the first to know.